Welcome to the Slip and Counter podcast. Right on time. He right on time. Boy, you be timing that shit perfectly, bro. Hey,
what?
Snap. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead with your brother. Look.
Oh, I didn't know you would just walk past me like that.
Let's go ahead and call this family day. Look, it's family day. It's family day at the Slip and Counter podcast. I got both my kids in here. He fashionably late, like always. But he got a lineup, so he good today.
Oh my God.
He got a lineup, so he good today.
What's up, man?
We good? Woof, let's do this. Welcome to the Slip and Counter podcast. We're here at the Kenichi Bed Studios. I'm your host, BINK, your host, GOLDENBOY. What's up, man? Damn it, man. It's been a long week, bro. I almost ain't make it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Same here, man.
I almost did not make it.
Same here.
How you feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Straight, for sure. Look, y'all, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. We got our guy in the building. He's already here. He's ready to go. He's in camp. He got a big fight ahead of him, April 8th, up in New Jersey, fighting Bruce Carrington on the Shakur Stevenson undercard.
Yeah, I'm like, God dang, 187?
Outrageous.
87? That's 12 over, and he took the 2 hour. He took the 2 hour and came in at 83. He couldn't even get down to 79 and give Gabe.
I don't think he wanted to.
He could have gave that boy some money, like, get the 79. What up, nephew? Trying to talk to your dad. I know. Like, I'm trying. Like, he could have at least got the 79 and said, "All right, Gabe, take this money."
Yeah, for sure. I don't think he wanted to fight. You don't
think so?
Not because he was scared, just because he just didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Gabe don't really advance his career at all, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just like a measuring stick at this point.
It's still money.
It's still money, but I just don't think he wanted to fight. They were saying he was parlaying too much. Drinking too much, eating too much. They said he was going in. So, I mean, but you lost. What you partying for?
Yeah, that was a bad loss, too.
Terrible.
It wasn't that bad. You just saw, he got blasted. He got completely outclassed. It was bad, but it was like, okay, he didn't take terrible amount of damage, but they show how much his level was with the boxing skill and technique.
I didn't expect him to get dogged like that by Bivol. I'm thinking he's the bigger man. He would be able to impose more will than he did. Bivol got off on him. Every chance he got.
Bruh, I knew that was going to happen. Unless he was going to do something like, okay, I knew it was going to be foot placement was going to be the thing.
Yeah.
And that foot placement destroyed him. Mm-hmm. And he just wound up just tattooing him. Mm-hmm. And he beat him like an open fighter fighting a novice fighter in the amateurs. Mm-hmm. Or a long-time international fighter fighting a new kid in the international circuit. That's how he beat him that night, basically. He beat the mess out of him.
Sure did.
And now the whole Gabe thing. So it's like, okay, then you got to ask if you're going to say, okay, is that a mental thing? Is it a depression thing from that fight? Am I as good as I'm supposed to be?
Hold on, you talking about
outclassed. Yeah, like, okay, I got class. I got outclassed or whatever. You got to think now.
Right. It's definitely a possibility. What other boxing news you got on your mind, bro?
What the hell is with this jump? First, we want to do 2 minutes on Tyson and 2 minutes on the Tank rehydration clause. So
Tyson with Tyson Fury?
Yes, you gonna say 70-30. The boy still said, okay. He literally
No, he didn't just say okay, he said, all right, greedy belly.
Yeah.
That shit be killing you, Slim, the greedy belly.
Then you gonna sit there, take that, and now you want more. You basically, this looked a little.
Yeah.
He know what he getting into when he fights. So he knows his size might not be, just walking straight forward, trying to size him is not going to be enough. He's too agile.
Crafty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a problem.
Right.
And I think he kind of realizes that.
Mm-hmm. That's a huge fight, man. I can't even really play that in my mind how the outcome is going to come with Tyson Fury and Usyk. I just know it's going to be a classic. That's going to be a classic. Has to be.
I don't know. The size would tell you no, but I could see him outclassing the mess out of Tyson Fury.
That's what I'm saying.
Similar to the Bivol thing, but you talk about a much, much bigger guy,
right?
But still, I could see that happening. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But let's get to this rehydration clause bullshit here. Now, I'm surprised Tank put the rehydration clause though.
For real?
I am.
How do you say that?
Because he's always been the bigger guy.
Who, Tank's always been a bigger guy?
9 times out, like a lot of the time, of course, he's always been a shorter guy, small, but he's
you
always
mean,
been like,
bigger guy.
yeah, like he
I got
always
you.
came in with a stronger weight, or there's always a guy coming up sometimes when he fought him.
Mhm.
Then he always was too much for the guy, too strong, too whatever. Now you gotta wonder, like, oh, so did you do that with? What if he was that strong? What weight would Ryan that came in if he ain't had to come in at 40? He's still going up 2 weight classes.
damn near
He's still
47,
basically 47. Like, so it's like, okay, so what happens if that wasn't it? Will he come in at 51?
Probably more.
So now you gotta wonder.
253.
Now you gotta wonder, okay, cool. How would this fight play out? And now you wonder about the rehydration clause. It's like, he's playing. He's doing what he's supposed to do in the mind game, whatever. But I would have liked it if it wasn't no catch weight. No, all right, we're gonna do it at 35. We're doing it at 40. Me personally, I would like, just because of so many great fighters I saw, Sweet Pea, Tito Trinidad, there's so many great fighters. None of them ever said, hey, I need to catch weight. It was what it was. They moved up, and it was what it was.
So where would you have liked to see this fight more at, 35 or 40? I say 40.
35.
I don't think Ryan's making 35 like that.
I think he can make 35. It's just about being lazy to make 35.
He carrying a lot of muscle mass now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, we can touch on that. We can touch on that after our guest. Our guest is ready to come on the show. We got our guy from Baltimore, Brody, the HITTER Chambers, ready to come on to the show.
Yeah, Big Brody. You gonna come in here with the new sneakers?
I had these, bro.
Uh-huh. Fine ass.
Come on, dog.
Hey.
What up?
What's going on, everyone? What's going on?
Hey, my boy, what's up, man?
I
You look
got
great, man.
Thank you. Good.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long time. Man, y'all be treating me bad. I was like, what the hell? Like, having Baltimore people on? Like, no. You be acting real funny towards me, too. You be having everybody. I'm like, okay. I see what it is.
Hold on, we're going to get into this. We got all this. Hold on, we in the flashback to the 70s?
Who playing that? Is that you with the music? Is that y'all playing that right now?
I don't know where that
Is y'all
comes from.
playing the 70s music?
We're in a flashback to the 70s. I'm about to start. I almost called him a giant turkey. He came in talking that man.
Oh my God.
No, it's good to finally have you, man. I don't never know when you in town.
Yeah.
Either you in Atlanta or you somewhere else. You traveling, but
Yeah.
the wait is over. We finally here.
What you boy? Like, oh yeah, I do be at Atlanta. Training
Right,
hard.
I do be in Atlanta.
I gotta
Like,
catch this
damn.
one and everything. We even did this special. Like, all right, we always do Friday, but Brody, we're gonna
do it
do
on Saturday morning.
Jerk. Now, me and you supposed to be cool, man. But hey, since the last fight when you sponsored me and everything, I kind of gave away everything. You act like you ain't want the trunks and everything. So this is one of the gloves from my fight, my second fight in Philadelphia. So.
Okay. Oh, the 2300.
Yeah.
Oh, you signed it for me.
Yeah.
My man.
Oh man, the Reyes one.
That's what's
Heck
up, bro.
yeah.
You put this on my case, man. I appreciate you. Play the Reds,
but
too.
you be treating me bad because I'm from Baltimore. Like,
My
y'all,
family from Baltimore. They
Man.
from DC. They from DC. I ain't got no affiliation.
He said,
I just work here.
I just work here.
I work here.
Oh, that's so messed
man,
up.
you be treating me bad. Now I'm like, man, me and Bink used to talk every day now.
Yeah, we used to talk every
You
day,
ain't
though.
got no time for me.
Hey, man, you know.
It's
things
probably
like-
your fault now. It's probably your
How you
fault.
gonna point me? I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting over here admiring Mexican craftsmanship. That's
Mexican
all I'm
craftsmanship.
doing. That's all I'm doing.
For sure, man. But how you been feeling, though, man?
Oh man, I've been feeling great. Camp is great. Like, I mean, I have no complaints. And big shout out to my sponsor over at Best Buy, Waterproofing.
Waterproofing. Okay. And what do they do? Just is it like waterproofing for like what?
Yeah, for
Bathrooms
like
or-
basement, bathroom. So just give them a call before the water rises.
That's why they slogan too.
Yeah,
huh? Call us for the water rises. Damn it, man. So let's talk about some boxing, man. You got a huge fight, huge opportunity coming up, man.
Huge fight, yes sir. I will be facing Bruce Shushu Carrington April 8th on the Shakur Stevenson's card at the Prudential Center in New Jersey.
Oh man. So when did this come about? When did you know that he was gonna be your opponent, your next opponent?
Cause
you kind of been hinting at it for a long time. You ain't been saying nothing.
Right. We kind of knew for a little minute, but we didn't get the green light to actually say nothing until it was actually like finalized and the contract was signed. But like it's just incredible from my limited amateur experience to what I've accomplished till now. Like it's so great. Like I'm just fortunate, and this is just from someone who just wanted to only fight one professional fight till now. It's like I'm really living out my dream, and I gotta give a big shout out to Tony Jetta and everybody over at Jetta Promotions for like helping me do this, because like I only wanted to do one pro fight. Then when I went back and seen the video, I'm like, I don't look half bad. Like, let me try this again, and then so on and so on. Like it just kept growing. Like got a little bit of hardware now. The belts, like this is just amazing. Now I'm about to fight somebody who's the 2020 Olympic trial captain. Like this is big. Like I know he ain't nothing to like play with at all. Like it actually seems like he's a very good kid, but like just for me, like it is a fight. I am nervous, but like this is just mind blowing. Like I can't believe like I'm about to fight on a big stage on a big card. Like this is just incredible, man.
Yeah. So why did you only want to fight one pro fight? You were gonna fight one and then just be done, just to get the experience, or?
Yeah, cause just and honestly, you're only as young as you feel. Like I feel young, and like people are, oh, you're too old. You're too old. Like I'm 36, but I don't feel 36. And a lot of people say you don't look that old. Like I don't feel that old either. But yeah, I just was gonna fight one. Like I just started training when I was 18. Didn't really take it serious. I just wanted to get in there and just just have fun doing it. But like as time went on, like I started seeing like, okay, like I'm not half bad. But it took me a long time to have an actual amateur fight, just because of how things was, like even in school, careers, having like kids, like even from childhood to adulthood, like a lot of things weren't easy for me still, and it still just like became hard. But like that's when I turned professional when I was 32, 33, like things just kind of like took off. I'm like, okay, I can learn on the job now, and like things just started moving along great for me.
Right. So after that, that first fight, you say, "Damn, I looked all right."
Yeah.
So what was the game plan? Did you and Tony sit down and have like a game plan to get you to this point? Was this the destination after that first fight when you realized you wanted to keep fighting?
Not the second fight, the third fight. When I really started to look better, he came up to me. You already know how he's like, bro, we can do something, bro. He was like, listen.
You funny as shit.
Yeah, you funny, yo. Cody gonna get you for that one.
That's my dog, though.
I know.
He was like, bro, I'm telling you, just listen to what I'm telling you. He was like, I know this. I know boxing. When it comes to boxing, I'm like an idiot savant, man. Like, I know. No, and that's really verbatim. But I was like, all right. He said, check this out. He said, by the time you get your 10th fight, we're gonna at least have you. We're gonna have you as like a regional champion. It was a little bit before that. I hold the ABF Atlantic, the ABF USA at 126, and the ABF USA at 122. So he's doing everything like he's basically said. He said, bro, and like also like back then when he said this, he said, I'll have you on TV. Here it is. I'm about to fight on ESPN on a top ranked card. I'm like, man, like this shit is unbelievable to me, man.
Yeah. It all came to fruition.
It all came to
in such a short amount of time, because I only known you for, it's been like 2 years now.
2 years. Man, that shit was manifested.
Yeah.
Manifested, man.
Yeah.
But you put the work in.
Right.
Man,
you did the work, and you didn't mind traveling and going to, okay, I gotta go ahead to get the work, get the best work, and learn this technique, get sharper with this. You did that. Not every fighter. You took whatever you needed. Oh, I gotta do that. I'll do that. Okay, I gotta do this. You did that. And some fighters, you would think this is their job, but they didn't. I know a lot of fighters that didn't do what you did. So that's why you're getting a lot of the opportunities you're getting, because you put in the work.
And I'm just so blessed and just thankful for everything, man. I just thank God for it every day, just to like live it, and like to go from 135 pounds to getting all the way down to 122. I can honestly make 118, but it's like kind of hard finding those guys now. But like going back up the fight a little bit at 127, like everything and just how it's been, like, man, it's just so incredible. Like the one thing I will say is like it's a lot harder to find sparring here now, especially since everyone feels like it's so much the competition amongst one another and the DMV, and like it shouldn't be like that. Like a lot of the New York guys, like they help one another. Like here, we don't help one another at all, and it was like really sad to see. Like when it was all announced, not one person reached out to me
To try to
like,
be
"Yo,
in
bro,
camp?"
I will help you out in camp." Not one person except Tonio Dunnell, and no one really like showed any kind of love. Like that was real messed up. Only people that really showed love, non-boxers, but all the boxers from Atlanta who messed with me from my gym. Shit, shout out to Coach Mustafa and everybody down at like the Grind House.
Mustafa. We gotta
Like
get you on,
they
baby.
all showed tremendous love, but like no one here really like. And what I heard, and I won't speak that boxer's name because like even knowing me, like I'm not that type to like call nobody out online and nothing. Like I don't do that. If like I got something to say to you, I'll say it in person. If like I put my hands on you, I'm gonna do it in person. Like I don't do this talking stuff. But like he reached out to another boxer, like, yeah, your man crazy. What is he doing that for? I know he about to get a bag, but yo, that is a dumb move. Motherfucker, we fucking boxers, so what
This is
do
your
you
job.
expect, man? Like, I'm not one of them. Like, I'm not gonna run and hide. Like, I'm not Mayweather. I don't have all this training I'm learning on, like, the job, but this is what I signed up for. Like don't play with me, man. Like, don't put me out of position. Like, I did everything I had to do to earn this position. Like, you can look at my box rec compared to, like, a lot of people. Like, I fought people that had actual wins. I fought people that come to fight. Like, no one laid down for me at all. Like,
Yeah.
anyone I fought, like, I had to dig down and dig deep to, like,
Yeah.
fight. And, like, you gonna sit here and just, like, you really try to discredit me versus call me up like, hey, I'm help you out with this. Like, nah, I got none of that from here. But like, it really don't matter. Like, I love where I'm from. I don't love certain things that go along with it. Like, we really crabs in like the borough here. But I'm gonna go out, do my thing, and I'm gonna shine like I know how to shine. I'm gonna fight like I know how to. So that's it.
Yeah, that's goofy, man. Don't let nobody try to discredit your shine. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
You definitely earned the right to be here, and you showed you got the biggest balls to even step up and take a fight of this magnitude with your background. You don't have a huge, long amateur background.
Exactly.
A lot of dudes wouldn't
I
take
don't.
this fight.
Yo, I got 2 amateur fights.
Right.
Just 2. 1, 2. I lost both of them. Now I sit here 9-0, 2 division champion. Like it might not be much to people, but that's much to me, especially like not winning nothing, especially from coming from where I've come from. Like it's just so hard and so remarkable, and then just to have people like try to beat you down, like that's fucked up. But
You know
oh well,
why, right?
fuck them.
You
I
know
don't
why,
care.
right?
Huh?
You know why, right?
Cause they hate me, cause they hate me.
That too, but it's also because remember you just said you didn't have a lot of amateur fights. Some of these guys done had all these amateur fights, all this experience, so they may have some type of harboring thing when they see a guy's like, oh, he only had 2 fights and he's fighting at Merlin Live or things like that, and they get a underlying jealousy thing. It could be that. It's unfortunate, but that's just how sometimes some people may feel. And all you
Most
could do is just
definitely.
keep doing your thing and just go ahead and do your job the way you're supposed to keep doing what you've been doing. That's the only thing you can do.
That's it. And that's all. And it was like, my sponsor told me before, like, Andrew, he said, man, I see it in like your eyes. Like you so determined to win. Like you don't care what happens to you. I was like, I really don't. Like I go in and I give my all. Like I'm determined. So like that's one strong part of my game too, is like my will. I'm going to outwill you. Like my will not break. My will is like I have an iron will. So that's me.
That's what I've heard. You know, I talked to Snipe and them. They was like, man, Brody's a tough motherfucker. They said you hit Brody with everything in the kitchen. That motherfucker keep coming.
I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna try to hit you twice as hard.
Yeah.
And Bruce Banner, man, like I'm like the Hawk, man. I just keep getting madder.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm trying to hurt you.
Not the last fight, the fight before last. I forget the guy's name, the Spanish kid.
Yeah, me.
What was name? Blake?
Yeah.
Was now that one that I stood up, gave you a stand up. I said that was the fight that did it for me. I was like,
Oh man, I definitely appreciate that.
I was sitting there watching. I said, yeah,
Yeah, me.
I was folding that situation.
I don't know. I think me and him maybe like I'm not looking past what I have now, but a part 2 to me and him is definitely gonna come soon, maybe in the summer. I don't know yet, but it's been talks of it because like they wanted the rematch. We agreed to it twice. Things happened. Then like this last fight, I didn't fight because I knew about this opportunity. So I really wanted to like take the time instead of like just going out fighting and everything. Like I wanted to take my time and really get myself together for this fight. But we were supposed to fight on our last live card. So like that's definitely the coming back though.
For sure. I was about to ask you about that. You were supposed to fight on the last one. I didn't even know you weren't fighting until I got there that night.
Yeah, till we got there.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of
What?
Oh, it was your jacket. It was your jacket.
This dude a comedian. I forgot he from Baltimore. That's all they do is joke.
No, it really was on your face,
No, it
man.
really was.
That's all they do is
Right
joke.
when he said it, I looked and I saw it right there. It looked like a cat head.
See,
I don't
man,
feel
just trying to help a brother out.
My man. You right.
Damn, man. See, you acting funny already, still, man.
But hold on. So you were saying how you was nervous. Like, what actually are you nervous about? If you don't mind speaking on it.
You about to get into a ring. Somebody about to knock your head off. You gotta try to knock.
You better have some nerves.
Yeah.
Like it's just that, and it's like being nervous is good because it lets you know like you're alive and it makes you alert. But yeah, man. Like most people got the fight or like flight.
Fight
Me,
or flight, yeah.
I'm a fight, and I'm a fight until I'm die. So
yeah,
I'm a fighter.
Right. So is the game plan is to go in there and just be Brody, the Brody that got you to where you at now? Or you guys working on anything new in camp? To,
pretty much. And shout out to my coach. Since I'm up here right now, shout out to Brady Sensabaugh. So he's been helping me with boxing, creating space and the angle. So he's adding to what Brody already does. So okay. I mean, we gonna go out, do what I do. If like adjustments need to be made, we definitely are gonna make those adjustments because the kid is a hell of a fighter. He does things like none other. He does things off of one hand. Like he can fight me outside. He can fight me inside. Like he does it all. But like how I fight, you guys are going to be in store for a treat because you know, like anytime you see me, it's just like Mike Fox said. Anytime I see Brody fight, it's never a boring fight. So it ain't gonna be no boring fight though.
Yeah, for sure. I know for sure you're gonna bring that shit.
Hell yeah, we're bringing hard, man. I'll be on TV, like, and this is also something for me to stamp and leave a legacy. Like I'm really hoping and praying as many more times, but I get to show this to my kids. Like, yeah, your dad actually fought on live TV,
right?
ESPN. I'm just so proud of that. So of course, like I'm gonna bring it hard.
Yeah, for sure. Are you traveling with a big entourage up to Jersey?
If you guys want tickets, hit Ticketmaster. Like, come be a part of this. But hopefully, I got 25 people who already bought tickets so far, and that's a lot for people to just come from here just to travel up to like Jersey. So like I definitely feel the support and the love, and I'm just so appreciative for that.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you can, because I interviewed you. You was my first or second. It was you in the Blueprint, like 1 and 2.
Probably was your second one.
My second.
Yeah,
that's right. Cause I did Chris, and then you reached out to me shortly after and said, "I want to do an interview." Yeah. That was like, damn. It's crazy how shit manifests. We went from there to look where we at now. And now you about to fight on ESPN.
Man, you doing an awesome job, man.
Phenomenal, man.
Man, thank you.
Yeah, I told him
thank you.
I wouldn't be in this seat without him.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
I would not be
for
in this
sure.
seat.
I definitely wasn't for Brody, man. Get me started. Him and Chris, the Blueprint, probably won't be here either, man. It's just crazy how things manifest when you put the time.
Absolutely.
In. Put the time in. But I want you to speak more about where you came from and your background and how you even got started in boxing because a lot of folks probably still don't know.
All right. and she gonna kill me for this. So when I was like 4 years old, the first time I ever seen Mike Tyson fight, I was like, man, like that's what I want to do. Like the age of 4, so I always emulated, was like doing stuff. I had like this little blow up clown thing, like you punch it, it'll come back.
The water in the bottom.
Man, I would be hitting that thing for hours. So I was about 9 years old. I asked my mom, could I box? No, you can't box. You gonna get brain damage. Da, 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 da. All right, 12. Ask again. No, didn't mean you just talked about it. I'm like, no, we talked about this like a few
3
years ago.
ago.
So never asked her again. Like my brother just got a job with like corrections down in Jessup. He was like, yeah, mom, I'm taking this boxing class up Baltimore boxing. Can I take Bud? That's what my mom, she called me. She was like, no, he ain't doing no damn boxing. He ain't gonna be going around. He was of age though. So I turned 18, graduated high school and everything. I started at Brooklyn Boxing Club. And actually my coach, he's younger than me, was a little boy then. You know this, he showed like things always come back around. He showed me how to hit the speed bag. He's probably about 6 or 7 years old. Showed me how to hit the speed bag and everything. So I started at Brooklyn Park Boxing. Something happened and I transitioned over to Mr. Mac Lewis Boxing. Then from Mr. Mac Gym, I was with Honeycomb Boxing with Coach Chen for like the majority of my career, me just training. But yeah, my mom was not going for me fighting at all, man. She did not like it. And I used to try to make points like, well, you let Devin play football. Yeah. He got on pads. Dang. Yeah, man. She was not having it. But that's pretty much it. The amateur fights I did have, I take that back. I did win one because when Tony and Kristen over at Jetta Promotions had like the one gym at Club One, I beat one of their fighters, a ticket seller. Tony was so hurt. Me and him talked about that too. He was like, yo, you beat my guy who sold all these tickets. He was like, you was a dog that night. He said, I remember you because when I reconnected and met Tony, he was just coming to the Baltimore City Police Department. So when you're in the academy, you have to do a ride along also to make sure this is what you want to do, probably like your 5th week into the academy. Little behold, like he's sitting in the back in my seat. I was about to pick with him, but I already know how they are in the academy. So I was like, hey, Tony. He turned around. Do I know you? I said,
playing with Tony.
I was like, imagine me with long locks. He said, oh my God, you're that fighter. So like from them, when like he rode around with me and everything, seeing how I had policed and everything, like he tells this story also. Like it was about 30 people over at the BP gas station on North and Gate, which is like a high crime area, open air drug market. He seen how I dispersed the crowd because the owner called and he didn't want everyone on his lot because they were impeding people from getting gas. I just went over there by myself, talked to the people like, hey, for me, can y'all just move over to the side and everything? And how like I talked to him and everything, and Tony seen the reaction they gave. He was like, you know what, little bro, just because how like you came over here, you talked to us, you showed us respect. We will go ahead do that for you. All 30 people moved right away, right over to the side. He said, oh my God, man, that's the kind of police I want to be. I was like, it ain't really being a police, it's just being a person, man.
With the people.
Yeah. That's how our relationship like really came to a hit.
Right. So after that, y'all started working together more as police officers?
He was in the academy still, but he didn't get. I tried to get him into my district bad. Like I don't know who dropped the ball on that, but nah, he was in the Northern District, which was like a neighboring district, but his post neighbored my post. So like whenever he needed help and stuff, like I go up there and like help him with certain things. But other than that, like his crime in the Northern District was a lot different from the crime in the Eastern. Like they had like that's like the rich area of like Baltimore, but like his post bordered the Eastern, so he had a lot of like the same problems they have in the Eastern.
Right.
Yeah, so I got to help him out a whole lot though.
Right. So then, how did the relationship between you and Coach Mustafa come about when you got down to Atlanta?
I got tired of policing. Wanted my mom, brother had an idea of moving to Georgia to start a business. Like it really didn't flourish the way that it was supposed to. So even with that said, like even though I knew I was going to Georgia, I reached out to Mustafa. Like, I already been like watching like a few of his things online. So I reached out to him. He was like, "Yeah, if you're serious, come down." Like I came down, like he seen how serious I was, and it's like he couldn't believe like my age, and then out of like how old I was, how I would outwork all the young guys. He was like, "Damn, like y'all about to let this 30-something-year-old man outwork y'all?" I'll outwork everybody every day. Like I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the strongest, but I was the one with the most tenacity. Like I worked so hard. Like that's one of the biggest strengths about me too. Like I'm a hard worker. Like I will work. I will be the first one in the gym. I will be the last one there. And he liked that. He said, "Brody, I wish I had 30 of you, man." He said, "You listen, you try your best, and you go hard. And that's all I can do."
Do you think that tenacity came with maturity, or was that something that was always in you? Where you drawing that inspiration from?
I guess that was just always there because like I've always worked hard. Like anything I wanted to do, like any kind of fight, any kind of game I played, like I always came with this competitive nature. Like you're not gonna beat me. You're gonna know that I'm here. So like it probably has gotten a lot serious since I've gotten older and since I've stepped into the sport of boxing. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a good thing. That's a good mentality to have. When you were down in at the grindhouse, right? Y'all had Tank come through for that. Was the Barrios camp?
I wasn't there that day. I had to go to the restaurant, but yeah, like the guys down there, they loved it. Like it was lit down there. Like this was before he moved gyms too. Like he had the one gym across the street. Like it was a smaller gym. Then he moved to like it was a bigger gym. But over at that small gym, man, everybody came there, man. Like everybody. Like Tank, Jamal Herring, everybody, man. Yeah. Like everybody came in there, man.
I would hear stories. Like it was people coming there. It was a hot spot.
Was it?
Like you felt nothing. I was hearing stories like you felt nothing but body heat when you walk in that jump. People like it was just so many people. Just everybody working. Everybody working
like that. And honestly, that's where like I got a lot better and a lot sharp at too. Like I took many ass whoopings every day down there, but it helped prepare me. It helped prepare me for all the fights that I had, and just up until now, it's like all that high level sparring and everything, like which was great for me. Like Snipe, like that boy can punch. Like I'll be working with him, Jason Birdo, like all those guys. Excuse me, like Peso Ray, like. I had so many guys to work with, so many different styles. And it's like, that's how I just got better. Like we constantly just work. Like it was just a good place to be. Like it's a very rough gym, but after like the session, like no ego or nothing. Like it's like all brotherhood down there. Like that's one thing that I definitely miss. Like no egos, nothing. Everybody like, oh, I want to record this. So like you want to be out here recording and only look good for your 30 seconds for you to post it. Right. Yeah, nah, like it was nothing like that there, man.
Yeah.
Great place to be.
Right. So y'all so from your personal, you said you missed the old atmosphere better than the new atmosphere? The smaller gym, more compact, personal?
No. Like to be honest, I just miss being down there. Like things change, but like my coach down Brady, man, I love Brady, man. I got that headbanger style because he was over there with like them a little bit, and like combining it is great. Like I do miss having like all that sparring. Like now we gotta go out and search for sparring. But like, man, I tell you, man, like Brady's definitely down for me, man, and I love him for that. Like we drive an hour and a half away on Wednesdays to go spar with Jordan White. Like,
Sure, dog. That's my cousin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
That's my boy.
I don't know if that's your uncle. Like when I say short, y'all say it.
Oh
Yo,
my
she be having the
God,
crowd
she be getting
hype, bro.
going.
I be like, yo, I just told Josie, I said, man, I need her on my team, bro. But like he comes and takes like I'll meet him at his house, but he'll drive all the way out there. Like that's how much faith like he believes in me, man. It's like with like me and him too, like man, like that's like a bond that just like forged, and that's is like none other, man. Like that guy's really down for like me, man, and that's another reason like I'm gonna go out there and fight extra hard too, man.
Yeah, man, it's incredible that you're saying you having a hard time finding sparring in the area because there's nothing but 22s and 26s out here.
I mean, but it also could be now with like the times I can actually get in your sparring too. So, but like for a while since I've been down here, it's been hard to find.
How long have you been here in the area?
The sparring, like 2 months.
You've been about 2 months now, but you've been still going back to Atlanta here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. You still have the business down in Atlanta, the lounge?
Nah, my brother trying to like save it. I don't think it's gonna be much saving and salvation for us, so that's why I'm back to you. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
That looked like a good. It looked good when you was posting it.
Yeah.
It looked real good. It was like a hookah lounge / sports bar kind of.
Yeah, I think we probably did a little too much with it instead of just sticking to one thing first. But hey, you live and you learn. Yeah.
That's been now you can focus on that boxing.
Yes, sir.
Focus on that boxing, man. April 8th. What else is on your mind leading up to the fight?
To be honest, getting some good food, getting some. But other than that, just also thinking about like what I can do. Like right now, I'm not in a position where like I could reach out to the people like out in that part of Jersey. To, like I like reach out to the Boys and Girls Club there and probably do something for them. So like after this fight, I'll definitely do something for the Boys and Girls Club leading up to the Jetta Promotions fight July 15th. But it's like that's been on my mind too. Like, you know what? Like I'll like just trying to make a difference for like small children, for them to like be a part of this event too. Cause like if y'all know me, like y'all know I really like doing things for the community. So that's what I'm all about. But I know definitely when I come back, probably gonna go to like one of these like these volunteer homes and try to like help feed the people and everything.
Well, here in DC, you talking about Jersey?
No, I'm here in Maryland.
In Maryland? Okay.
I mean, if y'all know some spots in DC, like shoot them over to me, because like everyone needs like help. Like I don't turn my back on my community nowhere. Like we all are one. So I like to help.
For sure, that's important, man. That's important. I got a family in Jersey. My cousin Diamond actually texted me today and asked if I was coming to the fight.
Oh,
so, I got to get my ticket still, but I'm going to be at the fight.
Oh, okay,
for sure, man. So can't wait to see this joint live, man.
Man, you better be scared. Brody, hit him!
Yeah,
hit him!
I'm wearing the glove. I'm wearing the glove. Left hook.
You stupid, man. So how did that even come about? How did that? Because I remember when I walked up to you, right? You was right by the ring. And I was dapping you up or whatever. You was like, man, I got a big opportunity coming. I said, for real? Like, I've been around boxing all my life, so I know when a fighter say that, what it mean.
Yeah.
And you remember, I went up. I said, yes, go ahead, boy. I'm so happy for you. And you was like, thanks, man. I said, just go do your thing. Just go do your thing. How did it even come about? Like, when did that even happen? How did it even come about? Because you was getting ready for that at Merlin Live and just, I got to scratch that and go to this. How did that even come about?
Just by me having the greatest promoter in the world. Tony, I love you, man. Like, just like, I know he might rub people like the wrong way at times, but if like he's about his business, And like a lot of you young fighters, especially like you guys that got top pedigrees, like get with him. Like y'all see how like he's moving me and he's taking me places. Like especially if, like y'all got skills to actually pay the bills. Like get with him. Like how he said, bro, I'm an idiot savant when it comes to this. Like he really is, man. So like just big shout out to him for doing everything he told me he was going to do. Like I got a good person behind me. Like I've had difficult fights. I've had easy fights. But when he started putting me in harder, it's because he believed in me and he knew what I can do. Like, I'm not sure about everybody else, but this is the only promoter I know who will get in the ring with his fighters. And for him to had 26 professional fights and had retired, man.
He was in some wars, bro.
Man, that old guy can still crack, man.
Hell yeah, Tony can still crack, man.
Man, he can crack.
I
like
watched
no
him since I was
else.
a child. Like, man, Tony
What you been
was in
sparring
some
with him?
wars.
Man, I have, man. Like he hasn't this camp because like he has so much invested. He really wants me to work with guys my size and everything. But if need be, he will always get in the ring with his fighters. He gives advice and everything, and also with like Tony, and if people don't want to hear it, he'll still tell you. Like, and that's one thing I love about him. Like he's brutally honest, and you need people like that around you instead of people be like, "Oh, you're so great. Oh, Brandon, you're so tall." Get out my face with that bullshit, man.
Somebody said you tall. Who said that?
No, I mean I'm just.
I'm about to say
You got Joe. Oh, you got Joe. Yeah, you caught that, right? I'm just sitting over here eating my cookie, just like, all right. I caught that. He wanted to get that one back. All right.
See, he got his nose ring. He like Tupac's back.
I told him that 2 weeks ago.
Y'all
you
funny
on
as
the
hell.
Tupac mode, ain't you?
Y'all funny as shit though.
Ambitions of a rider.
No, that's wrong. Y'all wrong. All right, look. I ain't even do that. He did that one. All I did, I said Tupac thing 2 weeks ago, and I left it alone. Brody did that one. Don't look at me.
Hey, Slim. Yo.
He ain't no killer, but don't push him.
I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy my Panera Bread cookie. I ain't in this one. I ain't in this one at all.
Some of this Drake cried, man.
Oh
my God.
man.
But look, before you came in, we wanted to kind of finish the conversation.
So
we was talking about
how you get in touch with your poetic side?
yo. All right, that's what y'all want to do.
I'm just saying.
I got you.
You need a man with sensitivity.
Like BINK.
Oh man, I think this is the most I've seen y'all laugh on this show.
Hey, it's all right though. We good. We ain't gonna do this today. I ain't gonna do it today. I'm not. I'm gonna let y'all have this one. I'm gonna let y'all have this one.
And we took it.
Yeah, y'all took full advantage too. All right, but look, all right, look. We was talking before you came in here about Tank and the rehydration clothes with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He want him to come down 136, can't go above 146. What's your opinions on that? You know, Tank being the fighter he is, do you think he should have took that fight at 35 or at 40, or do you agree with the catch weight at 136?
Hey, listen, I'm from Baltimore. I'm gonna rock with my man, so whatever he says is good for him. That is good with me too. I'm Baltimore all day long.
Yeah.
So yes, he's doing right. Like it's always about maximizing your chances to like win. Everyone loves a winner. So if that's what he got to do to maximize his chances, well, shit, do it then.
Sure, I feel like you could beat him without it. That was my thing. I feel like you still smoke him without it.
Right.
That's my thing.
Yeah, but you can think about it too. It's also the mental aspect of
the edge.
the game now. Yeah,
He
so
ain't playing with his mind. Keep messing with him. Keep messing with him.
Yep.
Because if you watch, he keep messing with him mentally.
that's it.
Little
And
by
that's
little.
all. Psychological warfare now. So, but yeah, he had definitely smoke him without him. I seen Tank put middleweights out.
Thank you.
Like that boy's on something like else. Like he has power that's out of this world, man. So
And it ain't just the power, because I watched that he was coming up to this table when he was fighting. Like the gloves was coming to the middle of his forearm when he was fighting. I watched him for that long. It is not just the power. He always could crack. We always knew that coming up. But he also was very fast. But the other thing was the precision.
Yeah, man, and like he can box. Like a lot of people don't see it because like he gets his guys. Tank can fucking box his ass off, man.
When I say it, they just saying I'm trying to be a homer.
No, he can. Yo, look at it. Like, all right, you don't knock out a lot of people in like the amateurs. So like in the amateurs, like even though like it's only like 3 rounds, like you're boxing. The amateur, this kid can like box. Like, no, he can really like box his ass off. His IQ is out of this world too. A lot of people don't know that because he got the kill switch.
The equalizer.
Like, yo, he can box.
Right.
You know what it is, bro? It's because he's the new Tommy Hearns in this sense. When my dad was an amateur, all of them were amateurs. Aaron Pryor, Mr. Ray, Tommy Hearns, all of them were coming up in the amateurs together. Tommy was nothing like he was in the pros. He was just a bicycle, box. Aaron Pryor just ruined him in the Olympic trials, coming at him. As soon as he turned pro, Manuel Stewart was like, oh yeah, I always knew Tommy had snap on his right hand, but I didn't want to start unleashing it until he turns pro. So he started making him squat a little more, turn completely into it, and all that. So then he started putting people out cold as soon as he touched them. And now, when he got to the fight with Ray, that iconic fight, everybody expecting Ray's gonna box the whole night. Tommy's gonna be loading up the right hand. And then when Tommy got hurt, everybody was shocked, like, oh, he turned the tide. He started outboxing Ray.
Right.
No one knew, but if you knew from the amateurs, if you remembered who Tommy was, you knew, yeah, Tommy can box.
Yeah, he can box. Yeah.
And Tank is the exact same
way. Tank can really box.
And people do not, for some reason, get that part. And I'm like, do they not understand that? I remember Ryan, too, coming up in the amateurs. Ryan can box, but and you know this, Brody, as you get higher in levels, there's only like you might get in there with a guy who's not that good. You got a whole second to make a mistake and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go higher in levels, 1/10 of a second gets cut off on that whole second. Get down to 1/10 of a second, you only can make a mistake or get caught. And Ryan is at a certain level where he's making mistakes that he should not be making at that high of a level. And
you're definitely right.
Even let's say if he does catch Tank with a hook and Tank like catches it on his glove or pulling out or something, Tank's gonna easily start working the C-pattern. Okay, we're gonna walk this boy into something, and then I'm gonna start going forward later.
He's very smart. He'll make adjustments on the fly. Like Tank is very like his boxing IQ is out of this world. People don't see it because all they see is like the knockout. But no, that guy like is a craftsman. Like he knows his boxing. So even if like he gets caught, he has to make adjustments. Like the world's gonna see, like, damn, this kid just battled adversity. We thought he was gonna lose. Nah, he ain't losing nothing.
Yeah, I don't got him lose. Not to run. I'm sorry, I just don't see it.
I was watching the old fights this week. I watched a lot of runs. I was sick this week, so I was like home a lot. So I was watching them. Go ahead, bro. I watched nothing but fights, and I think Tank gonna put him out in a bad way.
I ain't mad at you, Tupac.
Go ahead. I'm gonna get his ass, bro. I swear to God. Hey yo, I'm tired of y'all already, yo. But I think Tank could put him on in a bad way, man.
What way?
I'm saying I'm gonna say
Santa Cruz way.
Cause he's saying Tank ain't going past 6.
He
said that Tank never said what the range was going on. I'm gonna knock it, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
Tank was saying he's gonna be the most difficult guy. He's tall, rangy, whatever.
I say 6 or 7, and I say he gonna put him out the Santa Cruz way, but it's gonna be a left hand.
I got 8-9. Anywhere from 8 forward, cause he want to take him in deep waters and drown this kid.
Yeah, he might land a punch that he ain't mean to put him out. They're gonna put him out.
And I don't even got it being, oh, he puts him out cold at first, like, okay, caught him with something. No, I got it being Ryan's alert. See, he's very alert early on. He's very alert. He makes the mistakes in the middle of the exchange. It ain't like he just falls asleep in there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not that. So I could see Tank just starts to, all right, when I slide past, southpaw. So if he slides past, he goes either like this, start show like letting that hand slide past him, but he's shooting that want to get to that body a little more. And it's like, as you know, stab left hand, stab, all right, stab here. So slowly break this kid down just a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Ryan makes some mistakes in the exchanges with his tank.
Yep.
Knock most people out.
And
in
the
the
foot
exchanges.
placement.
In the exchanges.
And the foot placement.
Punches with him. So yeah,
Punches with him. Yep.
Like if like you think you about to get in there and punch with an elite puncher, you got something else coming, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's
he gonna
the
put you
biggest
out.
mistake you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest mistake.
And that flash left hook, I feel like Tank gonna eat that.
And I always go back to the Luke Campbell thing. And once again, we are top pro with us. You know they always say don't never go straight back.
Nope.
You go maybe twice, like quarter step, and you supposed to dip and get out, or dip, throw your shoulder in, lock them up, or whatever. But you are never supposed to just keep going straight back, and because now they
especially with a tall guy.
Especially with a tall guy. He fought Luke Campbell, and he did the same thing he been doing since I've seen him in the amateurs. He pulled back. He don't do this like and put his glove on your shoulder or put it on top of your head and have the referee say, "Hey, no top of the head or whatever." He don't even do it. He goes straight back like this. And what did you see Luke Campbell do? A top silver medalist. Foot placement is second to none for him because of how he had to fight in international competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom, boom, straight left hand down the pipe.
Down the pipe.
It was vicious. Wish we would have followed through with that though. And got him up out of there. Wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Thug life.
Ooh. Ooh. But you know what's crazy? And that's, you know what? And this is a good question to ask Brody because him being here, you earned your shot. Remember, I done seen you in some wars. I done seen you get better as a professional, and I've seen you in wars.
Appreciate it.
You know, so you earned this shot. That's why I was like, so when you tip your hat to a guy, like when you see you doing the work, some guys, they get comfortable, especially in this city. We've all seen it. You know, they don't want to go and travel, get the work. And even though they've done it all when they were amateurs, it's a complacency thing. And Brody didn't do that. And so with the shoe thing, you earn that opportunity. And some people feel like with Ryan, it's a catch-22. They feel like he didn't earn this fight. Some people really feel that way, like he didn't earn this fight. And in my opinion, if you take away the Luke Campbell fight, and I'm not taking away the Luke Campbell fight, do I feel like he deserved it with fights? No. But boxing is a fickle sport.
Very.
You sell. They don't look at these guys who YouTubers or whatever selling all this. They ain't never been in an 8-week camp a day in their life and just gonna jump in and do it, and they get this big bag and go fight on pay-per-view. It's another. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. But you know, those fights, and some people feel like, what do y'all think? Do you think he deserved that fight with Tank?
Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Tank is still a big money fight, and Tank's gonna rack it up. The ringside seats is $43,000. Sure. 3 rows away is what? 13 grand, 10 grand, 3 rows away? Oh my God.
I think he deserves, yes, because he's been winning and like he's actually known, he's in the spotlight. It is very fickle how like you said, it shouldn't be judged off of popularity contest. But with what he also is going to bring to this boxing that the YouTubers are bringing to the boxing, but he's actually a real boxer. He's putting fans in the seat. So yes,
didn't I tell you that?
I think he deserves it because he's putting fans in the seat. He's really bringing boxing back to what it should be, and not this spectacle with the YouTubers. Now, if one of the YouTubers wanted to fight me or one of the Island Boys, I actually fight both of the Island Boys if that was actually.
Who the Island Boys from Florida?
Man, same time. I don't know. I don't care. But hey, if y'all out here listening or if y'all want to tag into it, I'll fight both of them at the same time.
Yeah, because you gotta think. I think it was Fly, and his trainer was in here, and I said, Coach, you been retired for how long? And he told, I think it was like, 12 years, something like that, he said. And I said, if they was to call you right now to fight a YouTuber, you gonna say, yeah, I got one more left in me. Like, because you think, man, if they was to call Brody, you say, yeah, we want you to fight Island Boy, I'm gonna be like, all them damn wars I done been in the gym and under Merlin Live, man, I'm good. Yeah, well, all right, I'll be there tomorrow. I don't even need a camp. Like, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Like,
easy work.
What?
Sure would.
Easy work.
What?
Shout out King Mitch in the chat. He said, shout out to Slip and Count. I appreciate the content. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man. Like I said it on my Instagram. Ryan deserves to fight in the right that when you sit down and you look at the paperwork and you look at the revenue generated and receipts and sold out and what it's gonna do for boxing as far as like the future and the next generations, opening the floodgates. He deserved to fight, 100%, 100%. But you look at his resume. There's other guys I want to see Tank fight.
True.
I still want to see Tank versus Loma, Southpaw. I'd love to see that fight. Chess match.
Got Tank.
I got Tank too. I think Loma a little bit over the hump now.
You think Loma over the hump?
He a little over the hump, man.
That guys is bigger than him. He moved up 2 weight. He went back down, but you know most guys bigger than him, so you gonna get touched. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get touched. You get bigger, them bigger guys, man. It's just gonna happen that way.
I want to see come back. Where's Leo Santa Cruz at, man?
You know what? I don't want to see him come back.
I think he's training though.
Yeah, he's training.
Yeah, he's training.
We fought maybe 6 months ago. About 6 months ago.
I believe so, but yeah, he definitely
I ain't
training.
even seen it. I didn't see that fight.
I want to see Isaac Cruz and Regis Prograis. I think that'd be an amazing fight right there.
Oh my God.
That'd be fireworks right there.
Tailing it off with his experience and precision. But yeah, that's gonna be hell. The first 6 rounds,
there, ain't it?
Them first 6 rounds gonna be hell.
Cruz versus anybody's a good
Hagler
fight.
Hearns, right?
Oh my God! And two, when you think of both guys' mental makeup, how they are.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Reserve the hospital bed. Jesus. Man, it's just some fights you look at, and if you in the game, you just know. Yeah,
that's
they better
gonna be a
reserve,
fight.
y'all.
Let me ask y'all. I'm gonna ask you first. How you feel about AB signing with Don King?
Oh man,
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get
that's
that.
Shoot,
Get
like that's boxing history right there. AB's been around the sport, so he knows what he's doing. A lot of people say, "Oh, he's just doing that for like the money." Like even if he's just doing that for like the money, how many of y'all can actually step out there and sign a contract and actually do it? Like Don King's like not as young as he used to be, so he might not be raping fighters like how fighters seen him do. So like, I think it was a good choice.
Good business move.
Yeah,
for sure.
You guys gotta feed your family.
You gotta feed your family, yeah. For real.
True. But he shouldn't have to sign with no Don King to do it.
Only in America.
Stupid. But I feel like
funny as shit today. He woke up this morning. I'm gonna get on their ass today. That's what he said.
I got something for them when I come in that studio.
Right.
But like, I honestly, slight disappointment. Because me growing up, being around so many fighters, knowing so many fighters that were around with Don King or had business with Don King, and the stories I've heard and seen, is like, you know how they say you could do 1,000 good things and that one bad thing is always gonna land? Well, he's done 1,000 bad things. And the sad part is you can't be mad at him. You gotta respect him because he a hustler. And you supposed to read your contract. But at the same time, I tell fighters all the time, it's gotta be the worst thing when the guys who, and that's why I love when you see guys like Tony or guys that been in that ring, been in some wars that are promoters. Because they know what that 3 minutes feel like. They know what it can feel like. But in my opinion, he should not have to sign with no Don King to do that. I feel like hell no. There's no way you're gonna convince me.
Go ahead.
I mean, like he didn't get what he was gonna get from BLK. Like chips was probably down for him. Like he might have really needed it. And plus, I mean, Don King can probably still move in the way like he needs to be moved until like he takes like an actual like step up fight. Like to be honest, like he's training and like he's in his real mode. I got him beating Prograis now and taking his title. I got Adrian Broner beating Regis Prograis, man.
Like you talking about right now?
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
That's tough.
Wait, we're gonna get back to that. Hold on, we're gonna get back to that because no, we're not gonna let him just say that and not tell me why. No.
Oh,
But first,
AB is a monster, especially if he's training hard. He's training hard. He ain't into the like girls. He ain't partying or nothing. Like yo, and if he's on top of his game, especially with Prograis style, like I'm not saying Prograis he can't win, but it's like that's kind of tailor made for him. Like he ain't slick. He'll be coming forward to him, and like Broner is very slick, but Broner has pop. So like that's why I think that'd be a good fight for him.
I see what you're saying. I ain't saying I all the way agree with you, but I can definitely see where you coming from. Cause I think we're
all right, Pop.
Oh,
Huh?
man.
Thug life, Pop. All right, man.
but
I don't want
this
no
how
trouble.
I feel. No, I see what you're saying. I would agree. I agree with what you're saying, but I think with like the old AB, the new AB, I haven't seen enough of new AB to give him that to beat Progress yet. But I can see where your thought process is. Why you would say that. I can definitely see him. I can see him getting Progress. Maybe 1 out of like 5. Like 1 out of 5.
Hey.
But I can see it.
It'll be a fight. I actually like both of them.
Yeah, I'd watch that fight. I
AB is like one of the guys like I liked a lot, so I'm always a cheer for him.
Yeah, of course.
That's my guy.
And I've been in the gym with him. Oh, that's of course, definitely. But skill for skill, he don't work enough for no Regis program. He don't throw enough. He a sharpshooter, and that's the sad part because he could pot shot and set up bricks on Regis all day. Because Regis, his thing is more off of catching and shooting.
Right.
Off the body, whatever. It's never just here. It's more catch the body, whatever. And he will get a little nasty with you. Grab the glove, pull under, get under, whatever. And that's beautiful too. But if you talk about the twin, and even if you're talking about twin at 30 pounds, 35 pounds, I was in the pocket, I still don't see him beating Regis back then. Because you're gonna throw that counter, but you're gonna have to, with guys like Regis, I've sparred, of course, they're not Regis Pro, but I've sparred similar to him, where you can't just go catch, bing, bing, and say, or catch, bing, bing, bing. You gotta go catch, bing, bing, catch again, boom, 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 then get out. You gotta throw at least 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. Or at least do 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 4, then get out. You can't just sit and just throw 1 brick counter or 1 brick hook counter and get out of there.
So he might be a little different, but Broner versus Taylor. I think Taylor fights like Progress, and he won that fight. So that's why I'm like,
I think Regis beat Taylor.
Huh?
I think Regis beat Josh Taylor.
No. I'm talking about AB versus
Josh Taylor,
Emmanuel Taylor.
Oh,
so I think
that was a good one.
Yeah, I think Manny's style is like Progress style. It's like he comes forward very strong too, and he pulled that off too. So
true.
Okay, that's a good point.
Good point. And he flurried at that last round. Dug deep, flurried through the hook at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta do that all night.
Mm-hmm.
And up until the 8th with Manny was giving him a lot of problems. Giving him a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Manny, I always said Manny ain't got nothing to be ashamed of how he showed up that
hell
night.
No.
Right.
Oh my goodness, did he show up? That man was ready. He showed up.
And like I said too, like even though I like AB, I always went for the hometown guy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let me ask y'all, man. I know you about to jump out your seat and do a back and turn your heating pad all the way up. And I know you probably gonna walk out the damn studio when I ask y'all this. But it's boxing news. It's a boxing podcast. If this is real, how y'all feel about Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Conor Ben?
What the
Bro, for real.
I'm gonna give me something to drink. Watch out, Brody. This
Man. Shit, but hey, to be honest, like when George Foreman made his comeback, how old he was, no one expected much of him. But like, who knows? Like, Manny could actually probably pull that off, though, man. Like,
Kind of bad.
Like, to be honest, like you never know, and like age shouldn't be like a factor at all, though. Like,
right.
Look at George.
Yeah, George came back and did it. That is true. That is true. I'm thinking like, but like
Manny
with B-Hop, yeah,
he did it.
Manny's last fight was who? Thurman, right? Was Thurman his last fight?
No.
It was
Ugas. Right?
Ugas. Was it Ugas? Was it? Yeah, because Spence was supposed to fight Manny.
Yeah.
And Spence didn't get the fight. So then he got with Ugas. Ugas made Manny look terrible.
Yeah.
Made him look terrible. That's the last thought I got of Manny Pacquiao. So I'm saying, okay, Manny want to get in there with Conor Ben. Even though Conor going through a bunch of controversy right now, I think that's a dangerous fight. A dangerous fight.
Yeah.
Dangerous fight. Man, sit down, man. Get your heating pad. Turn your heating pad up, man. That hot ass jacket on, man. Come on, man.
Totally disappointed.
Dude got
I'm
one
disappointed
lineup.
in
This
you.
dude got one lineup, and now he want to come back crazy.
God, I'm disappointed in you.
Who's your barber? Let me talk to him.
Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take you. Like, but man, how you gonna ask?
First of all, this is a boxing podcast, and it's all kind of boxing news.
That's not boxing news.
We're gonna
That's
talk
some
boxing.
bullshit. That's what the hell it is.
Exactly.
That's
That's
some
why we talking about
bullshit.
it. That's why we talking about it. It's some bullshit.
Man,
It's some bullshit.
Y'all funny,
he
man.
said, you missed what he said. He said, man, he could probably go in there and maybe possibly pull it off. He said, Foreman came back and did it. I'm scared for Manny, bro, to go in there with kind of bent.
Of course, he still shake out. But there's a difference between shaking out and then turning your body up for another 8-week camp.
Sheesh.
If Manny come and do this, when I guarantee he come out with rice cookers. Everybody gonna get that Manny Pacquiao rice cooker.
Like
Watch.
Foreman did with the grill.
Exactly.
No bullshit though.
That fight would have me very worried. Like, no tune-up, no warm-up guy. No warm-up guy. You going straight to this kid who throws 100 punches around,
He's
and
a
he throw
contender.
five punch combinations, and 4 of them are hard.
Yeah.
Not 3 of them hard, 4 of them hard. It's like, this your first fight back? If you really want to come back, that's your first fight back? And he throws more punches than Ugas. And we saw how Ugas was giving him a lot of punches. Even though Ugas is longer and he's a Cuban, he's going to have that distant style. But now you're talking about barreling in. And the only way he beats Conor is off of experience and foot timing. Because of how he hops back, hops in.
If I pull them tricks out the bag, you definitely right.
You need it. You gonna need it. Because, for instance, and I know, bro, because I've seen him do it. It's guys, you say, oh, this kid is good. You probably go first round, second round, third round, go back to the corner. Oh, this kid can fight a little bit. But yet, you see certain holes where it's like, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Been there before. I done seen that kid. I saw that in Atlanta. Or I saw that in Baltimore. I saw that 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just make the fight easier for you. And it makes the fight where you got the kid under control in another 2 rounds.
You talking about Manny having him under control?
Yeah.
Seeing the holes?
If he's seeing the holes.
Okay.
That experience.
But can he
turn it
out
on?
of it?
But can he turn it on?
Can you get out of it? You still got enough agility to get out of it? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, can he turn it on? I don't think so. That man was in a lot of wars, man. Them wars stick with you. When it's beating out of you, I'm like, let's keep it all the way funky here. I'm going to say something real quick, and I know a lot of people get pissed off. I don't give a shit. I grew up in this game. I've seen it too many times. In this sport, once it's beaten out, matter of fact, perfect time to say this, because 2 days ago, guess what the anniversary was? Chavez Taylor. When it's beaten out of you, it's gone forever. You don't get it back. You lose a little bit of it every time you step in the ring. No different than a car. It's no different than a car. And you sitting there, you take those shots, war after war after war, and it gets to a point where I never get one fighter said to my father, he said, man, I wanted it. But my body would not let me get off the stool. I never, when I heard it, I was like, huh? Because I'm little listening to it, and I was advanced my age, so I understood what he was talking about. I was like, body wouldn't let him get off the stool, though.
That's
and
real.
Then as you get older and you start to hang around football players, you hang around, and Bingler told me stuff like, you hang around football players, you hang around hockey players, all these different people, even basketball players. My mom was a good basketball. At a certain point, it's like, you want it. But it's like, your body's like, man, we at the end of this road. And you can't do it. And there's no shame in that. That's why I always tip my hat to him, because he done took care of his body. He didn't bullshit it. So he could sit there and do what he's doing at 30. Me, I was, oh, hell no, 33, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, no. And then, no shit, I'm done. Like, no. But you talking about Manny Pacquiao been doing this for how long? And he turned pro at what age? And he had his first world title fight at what age and what weight? And you come, it's just after a certain amount of time. And the thing that keep ringing in my head, when his eyes woke up the next morning, his eyes were still shut.
Oh, from you guys?
Man, Jiki should be whooping his ass right about now. Like, man, no, we not doing this. We're not doing this again. You've done enough. You done accomplished a lot. I mean, my goodness.
He done a lot. He's
a creator player on NBA Live. Like, he's a creator player. Like, you on 2K. Like, he done did everything. Let it go. But some guys cannot escape that adrenaline. If he's trying to come back, what I look at it as, you can't escape that adrenaline of fight day.
No,
You can't escape it.
You
That
know
he
you
want
can't.
that he need to hear them chanting Manny one more time. Have him bob out that corner.
Not
And
against
like, all right,
Conor
I can
Ben,
do
though.
that. And not against Conor Ben.
It'll be motherfucking Pacquiao versus what's his name? Put him out cold. Marquez 4 when he put him out cold, but this time he might not get up.
How do y'all feel about this tag team boxing match between him and Mayweather and Floyd?
Stupid.
Honestly, hold on.
It's gonna make money though.
Hold on. I was about to say, I'd rather him do that than fight Conor Ben. 100%. Because you going here with Conor Ben, that's an actual killer, a contender that's won the world title, that's really coming for your neck. I wasn't getting there with him.
Nah.
But Floyd is just gonna dance around and y'all gonna make it look like it's something and y'all gonna make a bunch of money. Go do that.
Like the real fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Too soon? Too soon? Still too soon after all this time? My bad. Man, this Panera bread cookie on point. It's 1:15. Okay. That's what we're doing.
Hey, y'all funny as shit today, man. Y'all funny.
Just saying.
Like the real fight, though, yeah. Damn.
That was some bullshit. That fight was 6 years too late.
Hold on. We got a comment in chat. King Mitch said, I don't trust the Pac versus Ben fight because it seems like a bad grab for Pac. For him to choose Ben over all the guys he could fight is suspicious. A comeback is cool, but Ben is no tune-up. 100%.
Listen what he said. For him to pick Ben is suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? How much money he gonna make over there compared to in America because of big ass arenas?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't never had Manny fight over there before. You put that shit in Wembley. You put that joint in Wembley instead of the O2. You put it in Wembley. Please.
It'll be the last bag he grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
He won't grab a grocery bag, a luggage bag, nothing after this. I wouldn't do that.
You know, look at that. Oh, international? I'll pay it for that. Yeah, I'll pay it.
Exchange rate on the US dollar too still high.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
I just despise it, man. That's why if you ever see hard work and you like the Tony Harrison thing, whenever you say to him, yeah, such and such retired. Promise you, whenever the day comes, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, whatever, when Brody say, you know what, I done enough. I got a nice trophy case. I'm done. My father was like, good for him. Good. He don't not say what. My father will never do. And I know there's a lot of fighters do this. Then you never hear a fighter say, what? He done. Maybe in the amateurs you hear that because you see the kid's potential. But you'll go, what? He done? Why he quit? No. A lot of times, like, I hear people say the same thing my father said, good for him. Good. I'm glad he done. Good for him. He done enough.
Yeah.
But for some reason, man, it's just that adrenaline of fight day, man. Some guys just waking, hearing that 10 minutes till walk. 10 minutes till walk. Am I lying, Brody? Am I lying?
No, you're not, man.
Am I lying? How many times you done seen that break, that moment, that 10 minute, when they knock on that commission say gloves for such and such, then you know, all right, there you go. Because you know when they give you your gloves, you're the next fight up because the next guy is already walking in. And you warm up on the mitts more. And then when they come back in, yeah, it's time for you to go. I done seen that moment break a lot of men. Like, I done seen that. Am I lying?
You gotta keep your poker face. You gotta keep your composure, man. So
you
much to it.
Lose 3 rounds worth of energy just from the ring walk. Like,
it's like a roller
God.
coaster, man. It's like you just going up, and anticipating that drop, man.
The drop.
That's how I feel.
That's a hell of an analogy. I never thought of it that way. Yep, man, you are absolutely right.
That's exactly
Let
how
me
I
ask
feel.
you, though, Brody. Let me ask you. You kind of made a good point. And I'm kind of what you said earlier. So you said you came in the box and you went in one professional fight.
Yep.
So then you got to where you at now, right? Not saying this is your ceiling, but what's next? Is world title the next thing?
If I get past all my obstacles that I need to get past, if the Lord sees that in my favor, yes, man. Like, man, I want it all. Like that's the ultimate goal. Like, of course, I would love that. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I mean, you say you're 36, but you ain't been in boxing going hard. Like a lot of these guys been sparring since they was 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
So your ceiling is higher. So at what age would you be like, man, I'm 40 or I'm 44, you know?
Probably between 38 and 40. Like, cause I'm getting older, but I got kids, so I want to experience and take the time that I do have training and everything, just put into them and like watch what they want to do and stuff. Like, I mean, I started late. This is my dream that I'm living, and like to have them see it and be a part of it, like that's actually great because I'm actually showing my kids like you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anyone stop you. As long as like you got the will for it, you can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's important.
I want to see what they want to do. This, especially young, like my 13-year-old, she is an artist, a talented artist.
Oh,
like
I remember you saying she's an artist.
She draws anime like out of this world. Like my favorite tattoo she actually drew is on my leg. My middle child Demi, she's athletic. Like that's the one that acts just like me.
Oh shit.
My baby girl that's 2, she's coming in the house. I was like, she talks a lot. She looks just like me too. So like just sky's the limit. So like when I'm done with this, I can't wait to just put that time and just invest into them more.
That's good stuff, man. I feel that 100%. You know, having kids. You know, I'm trying to get to myself to a position where I can spend all my days with them.
Yeah,
and do what they want to do, travel to the games or go to the parks and do everything, man. That's what we doing.
They a blessing, man.
Yeah. For sure.
So because you had your nose ringing when I came in here, you was looking at me like Tupac and like and Juice, man. Like soon as I sat down, like he just gave me like this eerie feeling. I didn't like that, Jay. Like you looked at me like we was on Juice, yo.
I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about myself. I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit.
Hey man, you gotta deal with this all day.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid.
No, you killed Raheem. You killed Ryder, man.
No, you mentioned Conor Ben and Pacquiao. No, you mentioned the Tyson Fury fight.
Hey, that's the content. That's what Buzz want to hear.
No,
man.
he will gaslight me. He'll like what he just did with the Conor Ben Pacquiao thing. He every time I come in here, he had this little look. He'll get like, yeah, I got this little motherfucker today.
Yeah.
I got him today.
Yeah.
And he just do this. Like you know how Bugs Bunny just light the bottom of the chair. And
Yeah.
like, he'll sit over there, ask me some bullshit, and then do exactly how you doing that. Lean in the chair, do this shit.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like,
He probably sit home. He think questions like shit.
yes, he
I
do.
do.
I'm gonna do
He
this shit to
do.
get on
And
his.
yes.
I do, 100%.
Yes, B. Yes.
I do because he's a purist. He loves pure boxing. He can go from 1950 and tell you about every round that happened, every punch that was thrown. Like that's what he loves. So when it's like the nonsense about boxing, he don't like talking about it. But it's a boxing podcast. We're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna talk about the 50s and we're gonna come in and talk about Conor Ben and motherfucking Manny Pacquiao.
That is the reality.
You know what I'm saying?
But hey, along with that, you and Mustafa would probably talk for 8 hours. Then
That's why I got it because I didn't have the
all
chance
day, man. Like he loves old school still.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to him, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I got
like
his number and
he's
everything.
down to earth. He's very cool, very humble. Like that is my brother there too, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to get him on here because I would see him at the fights, but I couldn't. He got business to handle. I don't
Right.
wanna, so I still talk to him for a hot second. But we've been dying to get him on here, and I know he dying because he already know. Once I get Mustafa on here, all I got to do is just lean back and let them two do their thing. Because we and him going to go all the way back to the black and whites, to the longest fight ever, to when there was no rounds, to when gloves came into it, when mouthpieces was invented. We going to go into that. Like, I already know. And for him to respect me the way he does is like, that is like one of them tables where it's like, oh, wow, I didn't think I could sit at that table.
Right.
That's how I feel about that with coaching style, so... Shout out to him, man. That's just so pure to the game. About if you go hit, and like one of the things he was telling me about, remember, you ain't gotta always just say to go. And my father was telling me too, like boom, catch, pick, then cross block it, boom, come up, boom, come up, boom, come up, and then to see the repetition and everything. He always say drillers make killers.
Repetition.
Yep.
Man, that's what I went down there and had became, man. I always drill everything, and it's like. Even when like a lot of guys didn't show up, when like he wasn't there, even when he was there, so not a lot of guys. When like it was just time to just do certain things, I would still do certain drills that other people didn't like doing. Like I like doing like that high explosive. He'd be like, "God damn, Brody, you ain't got no breaks, huh?" Like, and he loved that. Like I do everything people don't like doing because I know that's what's going to set me apart from them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the uncomfortable things that you'll get comfortable with and can use.
Absolutely.
It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And you know, when I first saw that you started working with him, I said, perfect.
Man, yeah, because like I mean, I can't speak on all the coaches here, but like a lot of places I went really didn't get good defensive coaching. Like he specializes on that, and like now I be slipping, sliding, rolling, pulling. Like I learned that from like down at I learned all that down there.
Shout out to Coach Mustafa, man.
Grindhouse.
I remember I saw you fight your last fight at Merlin Live, and I saw Coach Mustafa in the corner, and I'm watching it, and I remember I said to BINK, I said, this gonna be over. I think you stopped him in round 3 or round 2.
Oh, that was the fight before the Blake
stopped
fight.
In the first round, didn't you?
No, I stopped that guy like in the 3rd or 4th round.
The last fight?
No, the fight before that one, because the
Yep.
last fight, me and him went the distance.
Yep.
It was like, man, they've been giving me southpaws out the ass. I don't like them, but like I'm getting better now with them, because like it's not a lot of southpaws at my gym. Like I had one, and that shout out to G Slugger. That kid is explosive. Like I don't know if y'all seen like the video. Like he hit the guy, put him out, boom. Like that's the kind of high level sparring I was getting. Like so, I had to be very aware, very sharp, and everything. But the fight before that, like he was like, Brody, throw your right hand. Brody, it's right there. It's right there.
And
so,
I told him, I said, man, right hand is over.
As I threw that right hand, boom, dude did like this.
And then turned.
Boom.
Oh, I remember that joint.
Yeah, and the guy kind of turned a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Like I was like, oh yeah, this is over.
I came up. The referee, Dave, was like, you got to show me something. I kept hitting him. Pop, 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 pop. He stepped in. Man, that was like one of the happiest moments. That was like, oh.
Yeah.
I get to go home early.
I was hungry. Man. I went to that concession stand, got a hot dog, some wings, French fries, 2 drinks.
Yeah, I ran into you after, and you was eating like shit. I'm like, damn.
Bro, I love food, man. Like a lot of people know, like I actually have a big culinary background. Went to culinary school for a little bit, which I'm glad I did. But like, it wasn't my passion. But like, I love cooking though, man.
I didn't even know that. I had no idea you went to culinary school. So what's your favorite thing to cook?
Either shrimp and grits. I don't like mac and cheese. My mom likes me to make this. Like I make like a Maryland style mac and cheese with lump crab meat. Like she loves that though. So like those 2.
You gotta slide me that recipe, bro. That sound fire.
I got you.
Yeah, slide me that. That sound on point.
I got you, my guy.
Yeah. My man.
Food poison my nephew.
I ain't never been to culinary school, but I can burn too. I'm known for getting down in that kitchen.
Oh yeah, Pop?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Every time when you think it's over.
Hold on, but why y'all being funny? There's a documentary coming out with Tupac about Tupac and his mother.
Oh, Tupac's back.
Yeah, she was a Black Panther. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
that. She
that.
got pulled by the Supreme Court. They were trying to get rid of her.
It's a whole documentary coming out. I saw it yesterday. That's gonna be. It looked all right. So why y'all being funny? I'm gonna make sure I'm on my Tupac that day.
So
you gonna have your
shake your head too?
Hell no.
He gonna have the bandana.
I might do a bandana, but I ain't shaving my head. I ain't going bald.
Hell
no.
He gonna have his Tim. He gonna have his girdle on, like in the when he had the black girdle joint. He gonna have that and everything.
So California love. Yo, y'all funny, man.
Hell no, man. Y'all super funny, bro. This has been a good episode, man. Good episode.
Man, and honestly, this is the most I've seen y'all laugh, so I ain't gonna lie. This was the best episode. Fuck that.
For sure.
Because the hitter was on here.
Yeah.
But hey, to be honest, when like y'all do stuff for like the end of the year, like fight of the year, like y'all should start having superlatives for like some of the fighters and everything. Like best dress, which would be me.
Okay.
Fight of the year, which would be me. Sorry. But like no, like that that'll make things like real like fun though.
Yeah,
I mean just a thought.
It's a great thought. Come up with like our own little like a slipping kind of award or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
almost gonna be a year in about what 4 more months.
Yeah, 4 more months. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
like shit. Like I don't see nobody else doing it. Like Jersey's big on like doing like something for like their fighters every year. So why not y'all?
You're right. That's a good idea, man. We're gonna credit that to Team Brody when we make that happen.
Yeah, I'm with it.
For sure, we can do that. Punch her, knockout of the year, or
especially some of the knockouts we done seen, and then
boy.
But I'm glad that you had a distance fight when you had it, because to go into this fight, I was like, oh, that was great that he had it, because he got some rounds. Because at one point, bro was stopping every damn thing. It was a lot of back. So it was like, okay, gotta get these guys some rounds, man. Like, you gotta get them some rounds under the lights with the 8s on. And when you told me about the opportunity, I was like, oh, good, because he had just got some rounds in and he went the distance. He needed that. That's perfect to go into this. That way, and he already done seen a lot. So it's like, okay, this is perfect for him. Now you just go and preserve his body and go shake out, do his thing.
Exactly, yeah. That's what the plan was: preserve your body, because you got a hell of a fight coming up.
Yep.
But shit, Tony, I started went 8s and 10s.
8s and 10.
8 rounds, 10 rounds. I can drown these guys.
That's right.
Jason Voorhees style.
Oh, that's right. People don't even know.
Huh? How many rounds is this fight?
6.
6? Okay. Yeah,
people don't even know you big into the horror
man,
films.
I love
and
horror, man.
Freddy Krueger.
Me and my girl gonna go see my girl that we
Scream
about to go
tonight?
see. Yeah, we gonna go see Scream tonight.
Hey, man, me too,
That was cute as shit. You light skinned by Amazon. That was cute as shit. Go ahead.
Hey, you know Tupac died at the end of Juice, right?
Hey, you right. I'm outnumbered. It's all good though. Y'all go ahead and have y'all little
glove looking real good to that liver right about now.
Little movie date. Take y'all ladies out movie date, and y'all buy popcorn. You probably on a strict diet. You ain't no popcorn.
Nah, I actually make weight real easy, so I'm allowed to actually eat. So that has been eat certain things. Like that has actually been like a plus. But yeah, man, just like how you said, like I'm big in the heart. They actually got a new Nightmare on Elm Street coming out. Like they're actually going to remake the first one how like it actually was, and like I'm excited about that. Like the one horror movie I was disappointed in because they were supposed to remake it how it was supposed to be was that the last Child's Play that came out. It was supposed to be exactly like the first one. I seen that shit. I was so mad because that's the first horror movie I actually watched.
Who you telling?
What's Child's Play? Chucky?
Yeah, the very first one.
I'm good on that, bro.
What?
I'm good on that shit.
The first one was a classic. Then like 2 was still serious, but like once like you hit 3 on, like they start getting like more
comedic in a sense, comedic hard. Like it was like he still said a lot of puns in the Child's Play 2, like funny stuff, but it was more, oh yeah, this little motherfucker not playing. Like it was, and this is before his face gets cut up. So as you watching it, when you watch Child's Play, you know how everything started going into Bride of Chucky gone. It's like, y'all kind of messed this one up.
My fucking favorite scene from Child's Play 1. Talk to me, damn it, or I'll throw you in the fire.
Make it on me.
He said, you filthy slut, you stupid bitch, I'll show you.
I'll show you. You want to try to throw me in the fire, will you? Oh my God. I was like, because he did this the whole time. And then right when she started, like, she even turned on the flame. He's still like this. But you can see him go, oh shit. And he looks straight. I'm going to throw you in the fire. Bitch, what you think you going to do?
I said, you filthy bitch, you dirty slut. I'm like, dang, he been on the avenue.
He went off. Bro, he went off. He was like, I'll teach you to mess with me. But my favorite line throughout the Chucky series was the Bride of Chucky, where they had him in the grave. And they cocked the gun. He said, go ahead and shoot me. I come back. I always come back. And the dude cocks the gun. As soon as the dude cocked the gun, he go, but dying is such a big pain.
I did see that joint.
Yo, Chucky is my guy. So, but like, I like Freddy. He number 1. Jason number 2. Mike number 3.
What made Freddy your number 1?
Either one that talks. He actually messes with his food and like basically like he's funny. Like Jason and Mike, like they power guys like a lot. Like my style of boxing. That's why I like them. But yeah, like Freddy, like he say some shit. He just be having me laughing. Like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is probably one of my favorite ones. When there was a girl on there, she was like a junkie, but like he turned his hands into like the needles. he put it up in there. He said he rolled his eyes back. He's like, oh, what a rush, yo. I said, yo, this guy's off the hook, yo. So like from like A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, he's just become my favorite, and probably my fourth favorite monster is Blade from Puppet Master. A lot of people don't know what that is.
I haven't seen it. I don't even know what that is.
Young Buck.
I know. I'm starting to get into anime though.
Oh yeah?
I started getting into anime, watching
What?
no anime.
Why you tell me?
I told you. I probably didn't tell you. I didn't. But it's like it's been a couple weeks now. I started watching no anime.
One you watched?
I watched.
We already know how the newbies be. What's the first one you chose to watch, bro? No, go ahead, bro.
Demon Slayer.
Pokemon.
Like, bro.
But that's what I was recommended to watch. Demon Slayer, Hunter. Was it Hunter X Hunter? Hunter. And they told me another one I gotta watch. What's y'all's recommendations?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. That's the next one they said. Yeah.
Death Note. Death Note.
Death Note.
That's the first one I recommend to everybody. I still watch that once a year.
Oh yeah.
I still do a marathon of Death Note once a year, bro.
I just got finished with it. Yeah.
Oh my, that shit was
y'all crazy.
It was. I didn't watch the real one on Netflix yet, but since I just finished the series,
movie was bullshit. Watch the anime. Just watch the anime, bro. Like
man,
the movie was bullshit, bro.
They killed the man. He's gonna watch it.
It was bullshit, bro. They really, they cooked that joint, man.
For real.
Bro. Like they tried to change it. Now you just say they irritated because it was supposed to be exactly like Child's Play 1. They did some of the scenes exactly to it with Death Note, but they messed like they did the bus scene with when he shoots Ryuk or whatever. They did certain scenes, but they changed the ending. They changed the ending completely.
Oh man.
And then a lot of scenes are rearranged different, just a whole lot of difference in it. Like they'll do some of the same scenes, different words, or they'll do the same scene completely rearranged what happens in that scene. And they did the ending completely different. And it was like it didn't do
what y'all doing, Netflix? Shit.
Like, they
Netflix
messed that up.
Netflix been launching lately, and they raised the price and got worse. What sense does that make?
But like, check it out. Attack on Titan was so good. I had her watching it too.
Oh,
she was into it too. She was like, "Oh my god, this is good!" Like it's like a soap opera. Like Attack on Titan is definitely.
I'm gonna watch that
man.
tonight. Then I'm gonna watch that tonight before boxing come on. You know what's his name? Zerto's not the main event, but JoJo is.
I hope they paid Gabe.
Yeah, I hope
they still pay Gabe, man.
Once you step on the scale, if that fighter he don't make weight, you fulfill your obligation. Yes, you get paid. So they probably hurting. They probably mad at that boy because however much they had to pay him, he got that. So they mad. Whenever you step on that scale, like that's when everything is bonding. Then like you step on that scale, your opponent he don't make weight, you still gotta get paid because you came in professional. You came in to do.
So that's why Gabe, he was upset, but he wasn't like, damn. Like,
I don't know. He still gonna get paid. He ain't take no damage.
He was like, hey,
I
was professional. I made weight. He didn't. Fight not happening, but I'm good. I got paid.
Yeah. He definitely got paid. And not a percentage. He got what he signed for.
I didn't know that
at all.
That's
kick
good.
you something under the table too. Like, oh, you know how a guy misses by ounces or whatever? I've heard wild stories where the promoter be like, all right, he misses weight. You know, this is what you signed for. Cool, you get paid, right? And they'll kick you a little extra or whatever, or they'll say, we're going to put you on the next card. They'll do, they like to make it up to you and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That's good. That's good boxing insight. That's what the podcast, thank you for that. That's good because a lot of people don't know boxing. They don't know that them little parts of boxing. That's good to know. I didn't know that. So people ask me, I can, forward that knowledge.
Yes, sir. No problem.
That's good stuff, man. That's real good stuff.
But the fact that he 175 and this Bama came in at 187.
What the fuck? They had a scale?
Took the 2 hours and came back 183. How in the fuck?
I don't think he wanted to make
it. Yeah, I don't think he really wanted to fight them.
That's a discipline issue. That's a mental issue. Because now you got to ask yourself if you're in this camp, how is that Bivol loss lingering with him?
He got embarrassed by Bivol, to be honest. So
when all he had to do was just work his jab. Like give some Bivol, even though Bivol is Bivol and he has so much international experience and distance control, you would have, but still you're giving, if you would have gave him any commanding jab with your length, you would have made it just a little more difficult and look like you were a little bit more class or level above than what you did make yourself look like in that fight. And they had a lot of high hopes for him. Like, if he would have fought good and lost to Bivol, there wouldn't have been no problems. Like, man, he showed out.
Right.
You know, we still want to see a pay-per-view with this guy. This guy.
Which leads me to believe, was he even ready for Bivol? The way he came into this camp, was he even really ready for Bivol? Because he got embarrassed.
He honestly probably was, but like psychological, some people might not be as strong, and it's like his mind probably really wasn't all that. Just like how you say, he's probably still dealing with that with the loss. Like that's what I can say about it.
Yeah, and how he lost.
For sure, in a tough way.
Oh yeah,
right.
That was everybody expected him his size to do a little more than what it did.
That's exactly what I thought.
He took his jab from him. You take your jab from anybody, they're done. And he did the first mistake you're never supposed to do. You are never supposed to let a shorter man out jab you. That's what I was. So you're never supposed to let the shorter man out jab you. Because the shorter man, when you're supposed to be able to either stick him or put your hand on his shoulder and control him to the referee. Say, hey, no touching, whatever, no stick. And he didn't even. Bivol did the same thing each time. If you watch Zerto, he's the type of fighter his feet has to be set to punch.
Right.
So Bivol knew, as soon as I get him to make the commitment, catch his hand, then I'm gonna shoot my stuff each time.
Right.
And he would go bounce, bounce. He would stick. He may do his bounce. Boom, boom, stick, boom, slide in, boom, boom, boom.
And that's
every
how,
time.
That's how timing came into place, and that's how he was able to out jab him. Like time is always gonna beat speed.
Yep. Every time. Every time. I don't care who he is. That's how Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley the first fight.
Yep.
Come on, man. People scared to death of Shane Mosley's speed coming out of the Olympics. Scared to death. Like, man, I can't see it coming. Can't see. Guys was saying, man, you can't not see it coming. And all Vernon did, remember, Vernon fought him in the amateurs. Vernon was the reason why Shane was a shoo-in to make the Olympic team, and he beat Shane. Took it from him. And when he fought him in the pros, if you watch that tape, younger fighters, if you will go back and watch Vernon Forrest versus Shane Mosley, when you're done, do not turn off the fight. Watch the post-fight interview and watch what Vernon Forrest say, and then DM me. He says exactly what this top pro just said. For young fighters out there, don't get scared when you're in there with a guy with speed. Don't get too scared. Just stay alert and work your jab. Your jab will beat him every time.
Absolutely.
Because you got to reset. And I know, because I was known for speed. And my dad would tell the other guy, work your jab on my son. You got to make him have to commit. And every time I feint, get the guy going to feint. As soon as you do something, he'll throw his stick. And it's like, damn, I got to reset again. Because like, even though I could punch without having my feet set, it was more like you got to keep. Oh, God, because now you got to hop back and reset.
Do not let him set. Make that fast guy fight.
Exactly. Make him fight. Make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because he's so used to a lot of problem with guys with speed. They're so used to, this guy's scared of my speed. This guy's scared of my speed. This guy's scared of my speed. Especially if you got more experience than the guy. You see it in the amateurs all the time. And then especially up the pro ladder with certain fast guys. But then when they meet a guy who's not afraid of speed, not afraid to commit to his jab and get it back to his face.
Right, that's
right. They change. Everything starts to change. Twin was way faster than Marcos Maidana. Way faster. Marcos Maidana, I could go get how I walked out of here and got my ginger ale. I could go do that and Marcos Maidana right hand still coming. But when it's slow as hell, what do they always say about slow fighters? Don't never get hit by them. Because if it's that slow, it's going to hurt.
Hard.
It's going to be hard. It's nothing but mass coming at you. And with Bivol, I'm sorry that he's going to he has to get better at controlling his jab. He has to get better at controlling his distance. He has to know why. He'll squat, but he won't do nothing. Like, he got to know, he need to watch Alante Slides of Fox. Know why you bending your knees if you change in height, for what reason.
Exactly. Absolutely. And also, just with fighters, period, and like, ain't putting nobody down. This even applies to me. No matter how hard you train, your opponent's training just as hard. It's no shame at all in being beat by somebody who is better. So just have it in like your mind. Just train hard, but like even if you get beat, the guy was just better that day. Like don't take it personally. Like just keep training. But you'll get it back. he would definitely get it back.
And you know, I hate what I hear fighters say. They say, "Oh, he was the better man that night." I don't like that saying. I always like to say he was the better complete fighter that night because you did handle yourself. I mean, you didn't try to find a way out, didn't quit on yourself, and you went the distance.
Yeah,
and if you didn't go the distance, you went out on your shield.
You went out. Yep.
So he wasn't a better man. He was the better complete fighter that night because 2 men stepped in there.
Absolutely.
It's a good point. It's a real good point, man. Hey guys, we got ready to wrap this one up for the day.
Tupac's back.
Tupac's back in the building. Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? Let's give our guy Brody a round of applause for coming in here.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, go ahead and give you a shout out.
Big shout out to my guy Andrew Altman over at Best Buy Waterproofing. Big shout out to my homeboys over at Mexican on the Run. Nori Essentials, and big shouts, big thank you, man. I love you. Jetta Promotions, Tony Jetta, Kristen Jetta. Like, without y'all, a lot of this wouldn't even be possible. And I give all my glory to God. I actually should have said that first, but I'm just so thankful to like be here and just able to like talk and just get my story out, man. So and I thank you guys for giving me the platform, from the host to the engineers. Man, I definitely appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, man. And two, it's a beautiful story, man. It's a story that I could tell young fighters, and I have told young fighters, if you commit and you really want to do this, because you got to really want to do it.
Absolutely. And man,
you be like Brody, you wind up doing something with you, so you never know where it take you.
For sure.
Man, definitely tune in April 8th. I guarantee you. And I just thought about this because I just watched it. Like, I watch the same stuff over and over. This fight between me and Bruce Carrington is going to be like Rocky versus Apollo. Man, I can already see it, man. Like, that shit about to be fireworks.
Go get him, man. Handle your business. Go get him.
You know, them folks wanting you back, man. Go make the upset.
Absolutely.
Go mess up some money. Go mess up some people's money.
Absolutely.
Guys, if you like what you saw, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Like, go ahead and drop a comment on this video right here. This one's going to do numbers. This is legendary. We got our guy, Brandon Brody, the HITTER Chambers, making the trek to New Jersey to go fight that boy from New York, Bruce Carrington. And we in his corner. Make sure you guys are in his corner too. Let's support our homegrown fighters straight out of Baltimore, Maryland. It's Brody Chambers, man. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Slipping Kind of Podcast. We'll be back with you guys next week.